That's kind of weird. Better? Better. We are actually running late. Extremely late for some reason, and I don't know why I'm running late today. It is Friday. I had my first scheduled day off. I have taken days off from streaming for live streaming. I should actually clarify it because I did not have no videos yesterday because I have this. And I do this every day, except for Sundays. And then I'm doing a live stream on Sunday, so I always have at least something going on every day. That we're going to keep up, and we're going to be consistent with that. It really is the only reason that I do this, and the only reason I do it with kind of an enthusiasm, and I've created something that I can do, and something that I can remain consistent. The only reason that I do that is because they told me to stay that way. And I don't want them to ever say, oh, well, you didn't. The reason why you don't have your numbers is because you didn't. Now, let's talk about numbers. Let's do that. Let's really do that. Let's legitimately talk about freaking numbers. I've talked about numbers before, but I think that it seems really bizarre that for somebody who wants to get to 100 subscribers here on YouTube, I talk about how I'm not a numbers person and people are not numbers to me. I still believe that it is that way. I've yet for somebody to call me out on being hypocritical in that respect, but I am not I don't think it's hypocritical. I think that when I started out, I was looking at the numbers. I was looking at how they fell, how it was falling. I calculated like what would be the best trajectory. I knew that I was going to fall short of what YouTube said I was going to be at, and I did everything freaking wrong on purpose to see if I can do it better without following YouTube's advice. After a year, I realized that I was not getting anybody. I was not even getting people subscribed who would be interested in watching my video. The algorithm was completely broken. Anybody who I did have, I brought in myself, usually bots, and I was very disenchanted by the entire process. goodbye, good riddance. I don't need this shit. I don't need to be a part of this. Burn it all the freaking to the ground, and especially what happened to me on Twitch. Just burn it all the freaking to the ground. It was not worth it. And because I did it my way, I was told by YouTube, strangely enough, because I was not with Twitch anymore, but by YouTube, I looked it up and they said, you did it wrong. And I was like, I know, I did it wrong on purpose. But this is the reason why you didn't get the results you wanted. So you need to now go back and you need to do these things the way you're supposed to do them. The main thing that I could not do was be a shiny new toy. That's the only thing. The only thing that I have that YouTube suggested that I basically do would be a shiny new toy. I have never been a shiny new toy. Yeah, this is now 8 years old. My YouTube account is 8 years old. I even have an older one. I wouldn't be going back. I would be going back. I mean, I wouldn't be going forward and creating brand new. I would be going back and creating older. So that is definitely an uphill. That is definitely a hill that I gotta surmount, and it will probably be the only thing that YouTube brings up when evaluating why my channel's not growing. But all the growth, every bit of the growth comes from me. Bot or not, I take full credit for it. I don't even give one iota of credit to YouTube at all for the growth to get to the 82 that we currently have. Now, why am I like, I'm obsessed with these numbers. Now, why would I even think that I have, I'm not a numbers person, that people aren't numbers to me. Like, I already don't even remember who was my 4,000 follower on Twitch, which actually was a pretty big deal because I watched it happen. I forgot it. I forgot who it was. I should have written it down. So many other things were going on at the time. I have an idea of who it was around, I could probably go back through the followers list and figure it out. But I've had a few people leave and unsubscribe to me. So it kind of fluctuated. It was really bizarre at the 4,000 mark. When I was at 3,800 lower, I was like, wow, it's going to take me like a week or so to get to 4,000. And before the day was out, I was at 4,000. I gained over 100 followers because I was close to 4,000. And as soon as I took the snapshot of the 3999, I went right over to 4,000, quickly got that snapshot, and then I've been at like around 4,010, and that's been fluctuating. I think I'm at 4,020 right now, and not really going up. It's been a couple days. about numbers, and I'm saying that I'm not a numbers guy. The people who are subscribed or following to me will never, ever be a number to me. You will not be one of my numbers. I will have early followers, the people who've been with me the entire time and all the way through, and then I'll have later followers, the people who came in, whenever. Even though I'm at almost 2 years now, everybody's still an early follower. And what I mean by an early follower is early followers is what I can manage. 4,000 followers I can't manage. It's too much for me. But 200, maybe even 300. I don't know. I don't know what my limit is. But I know that I definitely know that I can handle over 100 followers, only because I don't have to handle them all at once. I used to think that that's what I had to do. I used to think that. I used to think, oh my God, I gotta handle everybody all at once. You gotta keep up with everything. And it's just like, nope, all you have to do is keep up with the people who are active. Which is about a percentage. 1% of the total number of followers that I have. And that's the reason why I say 4,000 is way too much for me to handle. Going over to other people's when I go to people who don't follow me's streams, and yeah, I did it yesterday because I wasn't streaming myself, but I am not. It is going to happen. The people who follow me is going to outnumber the people who don't follow me, and I'm just going to basically have to stop watching them. You don't get priority by not being a mutual. I don't care if I'm subscribed. That's why I say the numbers don't matter. The only reason that a number will matter is basically what I can handle, how many people I can handle. But even that is a moving target as well. So it's not a specific number. I mean, I could have 10 very needy people, and that would be more than I can handle. And I've had 50 not so needy people, and I was able to handle that extremely well. And having people who help with the wrangling that's worth its weight in gold. And obviously, if I'm making money, they're going to be making money. I mean, like there's no question about that. I would never say, yeah. Right now, I'm kind of like, everybody can be a moderator. If I like you, you can become a moderator, and I'm kind of like, I'm playing it fast and loose because there are people who don't realize that being a moderator is a good thing, and maybe they need the practice. And that's just a good place to practice. my scuff streams, you know, there's not too much judgment. You can make mistakes. I definitely don't rule. Yeah, obviously, if you're going to be a moderator and, you know, let it become powerful to you, I'm going to probably, you know, take away your ability to affect other people. But for the most part, it's not that. It's practice. That's what it is. It's practice. You can be really, really harsh on bots and people who post advertising, because some of them are not bots, but for the most part they are. People who break TOS, like, they don't matter to me. You know, people who try to bully other people, those people don't matter to me. Like, if you're a moderator, you can do whatever you want to. Any bot or anything like that that's designed to cause harm to my stream, to other people in the chat, yeah, anything like that. This is your time, because I'm going to come down hard on them myself. When I first started up and I just became affiliate, the first thing somebody did when I became affiliate was come into my stream and beg me to ban them. And I did everything in my power to not do that. I tried to talk to them. I tried to ask if there was something wrong, and they insisted that there was nothing wrong. They just wanted to be banned, and I didn't ban them. This is the first stream. Obviously, you're not a bot. Obviously, I can talk to you. They weren't doing anything wrong. The next stream, they came in again, just like, please, please, please ban me. Ban me, ban me, ban me, ban me. And I had a bunch of moderators who weren't acting very moderatorly like. And so I banned the person. And everybody responded like going, well, he did ask for it. And I'm like going, yeah, and I'm not unbanning. Maybe that's what they wanted me to do. I don't know. I don't know what their deal was. But somebody asked, like, what should we do in a situation like that? And I'm like, going, just fulfill their request. If that's what they really want, fulfill their request. Ask them about it. Ask them, is this what you really want? But yeah, we got to keep the stream. Got to keep the chat moving and the stream going. I mean, I can't dwell on stuff like that during a live stream. That's what I need moderators for. And then I need moderators to help me, set up the stream, help me come up with ideas, spitball ideas and stuff like that, and collab with. I need moderators I can collab with. I will never. The enforcement side of the moderation I don't like, but I will never say it's not necessary. I will never say it doesn't serve a purpose. only serves a purpose because it needs to serve that purpose. It's definitely something that a streamer shouldn't have to worry about. So I'm glad it's part of the moderator duties. And yeah, I will definitely say I've watched a lot of streams and I've seen people. There's one person that I know of who's a moderator whose point of pride is, kicking, banning people. Point of pride, and he's kicked and banned thousands of people. And I shouldn't even talk about it because I don't know the actual gender of the person. So they kicked and banned thousands of people, and like I said, it's a point of pride for them. It's not something done out of a necessity. Because if it was actually needed, and I am definitely not going to fault a single one of the bands and say that they weren't a necessary thing. But if it was done out of necessity, he wouldn't keep a tally. Definitely not self-defense, and nobody can shoot back. You have all the power, and basically, it's literally like you have the power to execute anybody you want, and you're flipping the switch. And I never want somebody to enjoy doing that. I want it to always be something that had to have some thought behind it. I don't enjoy doing it. I don't like doing it. Will I do it? Yes, I'll do it because it's necessary. It's a necessary. Have I done it? Yes. Have I done it? Well, I'm only a moderator on 2 other streams right now, but even before that, I was a moderator on message boards and things like that, and I was a vicious enforcer of the rules. To the point where people wouldn't even post around me when they knew I was there. Like, the chat rooms would basically stop if they knew I was in there. I couldn't walk into a chat room and say hi. And I think that's one of the reasons why I have trouble coming into other people's streams and doing my hi. It's actually a little bizarre, if you can believe it. It has never not been awkward. How's that? Because I'm used to getting people's ire. I'm used to coming into a place and people testing me. And I never wanted that. I never wanted that to be a thing again. Never wanted to bring my, message board experience into my streaming world. But then again, I never wanted to draw. And yes, I can draw. Yes, I can do all that stuff. Yes, I probably should have commissions open. Somebody told me I can make a lot of money doing with if all I have to do is open commissions. And I'm a down freaking perfectionist, and I don't have a handle on digital art yet. I don't have a handle on the digital art yet, so I'm going to keep working towards that. Freaking tired as hell. I'm only a few minutes later than I usually am, but I'm gonna probably just go in. But yeah, I'm not and that might be why I could be a numbers guy. I don't think I am, but I could be. And the reason that I don't want to be one is because when I was a moderator on message boards, it was all numbers. Nobody was a person. When I started out in the message boards, they were fun. I got to show off my comedy. I got to be funny and everything like that. And they made me a moderator. And then you had to like almost apply for it. It's not like now, or maybe people do. Maybe people still do that today. But I don't know. I don't know how it really works. But you had to actually apply for it when they had openings. They actually did a call, and regular posters and stuff like that could apply for it. As soon as they made me a moderator and they told me what I needed to be doing, and they told me where the section I was, because I was actually, they have moderators in different sections of the board originally. And they gave me my section, and they go, that's what your section is, and everything like that. All of a sudden, my section blew up, and it was getting a lot of hate, and was getting a lot of different things happening, and I had to come down hard on a bunch of people, because it was actually, getting a little Wild West-y, as I called it. And I actually had a point of pride of of being an enforcer in that way. And I had no consideration on how people might be feeling. Starving for attention that they were having, and they were using that to try to get attention. The fact that there was probably simple things like they were just posted the wrong thing in the wrong board. But because I was so good at doing that, I got carte blanche onto any board that I walked into. Or what I could do is I could be myself and not be a moderator because I had no power. When I went to another board. So I could just be myself, I could joke around, I could hang out with people and everything like that. But on my section of the board, in that section, I was, really, really harsh. And I think a lot of people tried to test that limit. I definitely think a lot of people tried to test that limit. My limits were definitely tested. And in doing so, I just had basically no fucks left to give. I came down really, really hard. And then me enjoying the board also went away. And I never want to have moderators thinking that they can't, sit back and just enjoy and do this. But I do need a little bit of protection from, especially the bots, and the really malicious users. I definitely need protection from that. I can't have them up. The longer it's up before I see it, the harder it will become. I don't want to make people think that they're justified in any way, shape, or form. I want it instantaneously gone. I want messages deleted and them gone as quickly as they came in. And people are never. I don't want people to ever be a number to me. They are who they are. Their own unique self is what I want the most. And why would I assign them a number? Alright, let me go in. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're having a great time doing it. I hope that hope you're having a wonderful time doing it. And as always, if you could write a comment below. If you don't know what to write, just write cool beans. I'll know what you mean. And as always, cool beans. Alright, take care.